probably ain't the bestest angle, but cleaning off the housing with wire brush, you can use sandpaper, you can use a grinder. But if you use a grinder, make sure you use one of those abrasive pads. Don't use the actual cutting wheels. Don't use those. But yeah. And all you're trying to do while scrubbing this off is you just want to get all the old axis gasket off, as well as the gasket maker glue stuff. That's all you're doing. So pretty much you just want to get down to where it's nice and shiny, you know, as best as you can. I'm using a wire brush. So yeah, as it is and stuff. And then once you get it all down, pretty much, hopefully you can see as you can get, there we go. You just want to get it as shiny as possible. Now also don't be afraid to go ahead and actually scrub on the block itself. It's best too, that way you get secure sealment together with the thermostat housing and the engine block, along with the gasket in the middle. I'm going to be using a quick little razor blade. That way I can go ahead and get all the bigger pieces off. Then I'll go in. Hopefully y'all could hear me. But that way I can go ahead and go in right after with the wire brush and get all the smaller stuff off. Right now I'm just taking off the bigger gasket pieces that are along the engine block. Since I don't have like actual popper, I got this little 10-piece, the wire brush is right here, but that's a little 10-piece brush set at my local hardware store. Pretty good. It's actually the first time I've had it for probably over a year. I haven't used it, so today was the day where I bring it on out. Thought today was the perfect day to actually use it, since I was going to be swapping it out. Oh well. Wire brushes. It's actually pretty cool because it comes with the wire brushes. That way you can go ahead and clean your fingers and stuff with that, but always wear gloves. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and get in. I'm gonna use this one right here. It's the little gold one. That way you can go ahead and grab, you know, all the little small stuff that you miss with your blade. It's usually kind of hard getting towards the bottom of it. Most of the time that stuff likes to stick on there, but the main objective is to clear it off as best as you can. That way you have proper sealant. Same time too, just a quick tip is you don't want to get a lot of the gasket debris because then it travels inside the engine and there it is rotating inside within the engine itself. So a quick tip that I usually do is I'll stuff it with a clean rag, microfiber, that way none of the debris gets stuck in there. Right now, just cleaning around the edges of where the thermostat actually sits. That way it sits flush within the housing. So we're done with our blade. I'm gonna put that on. I was gonna be using the big one, but since it can't really fit inside where the serpentine belt goes, I don't want to rub against it and then after that it weaken the belt itself. So we're just gonna be using our smaller little gold bristle. So we'll go ahead and get in, clean it all around, get one more clean touch. So there's that right there. So boom. Go ahead, just clean that. Just get it cleaned right down. It's a vlog. I'm just vlogging more or less and stuff. This and what we're gonna be using is some gasket maker. This stuff is good for high heat, a lot up to 650 degrees Fahrenheit. So a lot of times doing thermostat swaps, I recommend something like this. You can also use blue as well, blue or red. Just the red goes for higher heat. So me, I'm just gonna go to the top of the line all the way. So now what we're gonna go ahead and do is grab ourselves our gasket right here. So but it's weird, I guess they started making gaskets with the little stickies on the back, so you can literally take that little white piece off and stick it to the housing, and then you're gonna go ahead, got the housing right here ready to go, just stick it right on there, boom, blam, put this on, put your little glue on, and you're good to roll. So let's go ahead and get that going. A lot of people don't know what that little cap is for. It's to actually poke the hole on your little bottles. Some people don't know. They always freak out on what it is. I'm swapping them out.
That's satisfying.
Oh, that is. That's real nice. That is a must-have item.
Put that sucker on there?
Yeah, so you're gonna go ahead and just match it right up with it as best as you can.
That's what we're gonna get.
Once it goes, I haven't seen them like that. I've never seen them like that before. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this. It seems like it is. I'm gonna go ahead and
All on. You can't just put a little bit and then smear it, or you have to put this.
Usually you do it like that, and then once you put it on, it smears it. But I'm gonna smear it on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna smear it on there.
I know nothing about cars, so it's my first time doing it.
And let's get it as best as you can. Hopefully, it's not the greatest. It don't look like a Picasso, but it probably is a Picasso. So
Picasso ain't perfect.
Picasso ain't perfect, but this ain't perfect, and and it is what it is. So welcome to the Picasso world.
There you go.
So yeah, just gonna go ahead, just smear it all around. Get it as best as you can, because you want proper sealment. As long as you have proper sealment, you won't have no leaks, you won't have nothing coming out of the thermostat housing, nothing like that. So go ahead.
You're a golden pony boy.
There you go. There you go. Put that up. Wanna hold that for me?
Gotcha.
Cool, thank you. Take off this glove. Now what we're gonna go do is pull out our thermostat. Now I was showing it before, I was showing it earlier, but check this out. That's the old thermostat. As you can see, old thermostat. Now, this is our new one. Now, what are the odds of that? So, new thermostat versus old thermostat. Our new one is going in. So, we're gonna go ahead and place that right in there. I'll show y'all here in a bit. Well, I guess I could show you real quick what it looks like. I don't got all the best equipment, but as you can see, hopefully y'all can. Can't really tell myself, but right there where he's pointing, that is the thermostat itself where it's sitting. We're gonna go ahead and place our housing in. Put that right back over there. Okay, let's have that. It's gonna go there, and then place one in.
How do you know which bolt goes in which one?
So best way is just memorization. You just want to go ahead and remember where they go, and either way, for this situation, let's say you put the smaller one on the bigger spot and the bigger on the other one, it won't go all the way in because it can only get screwed in as far as it goes.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so in this situation, it's only gonna go one way. Let's see if we can pull that stuff out. Okay. Now we went ahead and put the bottom one in just because it's gonna be a lot easier once I place it on and screw it on. It'll be a lot easier, the whole process. And then, as I said, our serpentine belt is kind of in the way, but it's gonna, luckily you have a little bit of leverage to put it down. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on. Let me see if I can move my glasses. Gonna push that down. Boom, that's on. That like that. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is grab our second bolt. Now we're just gonna fill. Come on, bro. I'm gonna kind of cheat a little bit, but there we go. Okay, that one's on right there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and secure the bottom. Grab my socket. I'll put that baby on right there. And all we're doing right now, that way it can properly seal. Takes an hour for the whole, for the actual gasket maker to seal properly, from the housing to the block engine itself, which is an hour. I don't know if I pronounced that already, but it's kind of hot. So, but for it to fully cure with running services, it's gonna take 24 hours. 24 hours for it to run through. But with as hot as it is, an hour, 2 hours will be a perfect match for it. And that's why I'm doing it at the hottest part of the time, because I have the heat working with me, not against me. But a lot of people are going to be saying,
I don't know, man. You've been sweating bullets over there, so I think it's working against you.
It's working against me, yeah. Body temperature, yeah, man. Body temperature is working, yeah, man. But right now, with metal to metal, it's working with us.
Kind of helps to have that big hole in there, huh?
Yeah, it kind of does. Oh, man, it kind of does. Let me swap these spots.
No, you're good.
That way I can go ahead and grab that one right here. You can stand on that side if you want. That way I can just get this one. Okay, yeah. And all I am doing right now is I'm just hand turning it. That way I can go ahead and get specs later on, spec torque, but just that way it can seal properly. But other than that, hopefully everyone who is tuned in is having a wonderful Wednesday as we are here. And let me know in the comments what y'all are working on, what projects y'all are doing for the summer, and get some activity going here on this channel. Alright, that one's done. Now we're gonna go to our top. Now, luckily for the thermostat swap on a 2001 Jeep Cherokee, isn't the hardest. Real simple, real easy, and that looks to be good right there. Now we're just gonna double check. Okay. And right now, all I'm doing is just giving it real snug turns. That way, the actual gasket maker glue can actually seal with a nice cushion tightness on it. Then I'll go back around and go ahead and tighten it properly.
Let me check it real quick. Yeah, I ain't going nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere. Nice. After an hour of letting it cure, we're finally tightening up the hoses, attached our sensor back to the thermostat, and now we're just tightening up our hose clamps. That way none of the coolant antifreeze leaks out. Okay, those look good. Those look good. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead, add some coolant into our main source, which is our radiator. Just gonna go and top it off. Okay. Once that's gonna go, sometimes it takes a while for coolant to go down, so we'll let that go, and then we're gonna go ahead and fill up reservoir tank. Oh, you wanna let me know when it hits the full mark?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's full, but
Like a little bit more, like a little dab. And right there.
okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. So now next, after the journey, yeah, crazy hairs looks crazy and stuff, but we're gonna go ahead and start our vehicle up. We got everything sealed on. As you can see, right where the orange is at, that's where our sealant is. Everything looks to be good. Everything looks to be dry. So now we're gonna go ahead and start our vehicle up, get everything rolling. Let's see, I'm gonna put it right there.
Cap on or cap off?
We're gonna leave the cap off. Got this for money. Everything looks good. It's starting to build up pressure right there. So now, once that's a good sign right there. So now we're just gonna go ahead and cap it off. All right, everything looks to be, seems to be running properly. As you can see, we got flat turns, so we're just making sure. We don't got nothing, making sure. So everything looks to be good. Everything looks to be flowing. So that's everything. Just it's a quick little vlog of everything. Thanks to the camera. Thanks to our brother-in-law for helping me out. And stay tuned to the channel for there'll be more vlogs, more everything. So we stay up with it. Peace.